Okay, so I was really hoping I'd get to cover this faction really soon, given events that are happening here at Black Dragon Gaming, but we're doing it now by fortunate viewer request today. Also, happy Friday. On this episode of Faction Fridays, wham! Mr. Donald Adams requests we crack open Book 3 of the Carrion Crown Adventure Path to talk about The Whispering Way. My Carrion Crown players, this will contain several Carrion Crown spoilers, as this faction represents the thing you'll be fighting for all of Carrion Crown. We good? Good. Be sure to like, subscribe, ding the bell for all your Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition coverage today. It's Mr. Daniel Barker, our patron shout out. I can't wait for Valorant to meet all of your new friends, because you didn't listen to what I just said. Yeah, we're good. Don't metagame. Metagaming is bad. Now, let's dive in. Okay, so Donald spoke very correctly in his request for the Whispering Way. These guys are one of the most iconic bad guy factions on Golarion. Imagine the Uber Necromancer. These guys view the passage into undeath not as a curse, not as a punishment, but the greatest transcendence a living creature can experience. To the Whispering Way, life is a drain on the ecology and a wasteful expense mortals must endure before passing beyond the veil of death. As a philosophy, the Whispering Way cannot be learned from books or demonstrated for new members. It can only be told, passed in breathless gasps from dusty mouths to the ears of those yet to, become undead. Hence the term Whispering Way. At its most basic level, it's the exaltation of the path to undeath, primarily in the form of lichdom. Liches to the Whispering Way are idealized beyond all other undead because of the difficulty and potential lethalness of the transformation, and also because only those with the drive and genius to discover their unique path to lichdom can attain such immortality. As you can imagine, these guys aren't really down to keep to themselves. The Whispering Way seeks to change the world as a whole, viewing Golarion as a chaotic and dangerous place, besieged by its own diversity of creatures, cultures, and possibilities. Under the rule of worthy undead princes, all the world might be cleansed, leaving it an ordered realm of death, unified by a united state, a united purpose, consistency, and peace. The origins of the Whispering Way, as one might imagine, of our Necromancer faction are cloaked in shadows, and seem to stem from a state of philosophy as early as the Age of Darkness. Of course, the most famous adherent of the Whispering Way, of course, is that spooky lich himself, Tar-Baphon, the Wizard King, who learned the Whispering Way and eventually had to be imprisoned in a tower and a bunch of other fun stuff. But how do you, O kind player character, become a member of the Whispering Way? Well, basically, try to become a lich. Be a necromancer, like the undead. It's a loosely structured system, not a lot of hierarchy. It's basically just, we all like undeath. We all think the world would be better if we were ruled in undeath, and, well, if we could just be liches to rule everyone, that would be great. But mechanically speaking, the Whispering Way is the patron of one of the most iconic Pathfinder prestige classes for all you necromasters out there, the Agent of the Grave. It's a very short prestige class, all of 5 levels, which allows you to do negative energy touch attacks, which helps you have more hit dice for your animate dead. Fun. It can add your charisma or your constitution, whichever is higher, for those 5 levels to your hit points on a d8 hit dice. Looks pretty good for the wizard, eventually getting you negative energy affinity, but really it's probably the capstone. In addition to adding necromancy spells that aren't normally on your spell list to your spell list, it's Undeath Initiate that's kinda got everybody talking. The capstone gives you a +5 untyped bonus on any ability check, skill check, or saving throw related to the process of becoming an undead creature. In addition, if you're slain by a creature with the Create Spawn ability, a vampire, a wight, a shadow, things of that nature, you retain your intelligence regardless of what you would turn into and your free will when you become that spawn. Unless otherwise noted, you would of course lose all of your class levels, so a vampire or a lich is what looks the best for you, but, if you really want to be a shadow, Man, it keeps coming up. I hate that this keeps coming up in my videos. Do you want to be a shadow? Oh, come on, let's drain their strength. Really, though, shadows are probably the scariest thing in Pathfinder. Here's how you do it. Now, bringing this into your world, again, is pretty easy. It's a matter of, do we have Necromancer? Do we have Evil Wizard? Do we want Become Lich? Boom, Agent of the Grave, Whispering Way. It's that simple. They're always there. You might not see them unless you're in a nation like, say, Geb. Don't know what that is. Follow this card right up here. We'll get you caught up, where necromancy is openly practiced. To take that even farther, it's probably easier to integrate the Whispering Way into your setting if you're not playing on Golarion or a world where necromancy is inherently taboo. To look at it one way, these guys just want to live forever and rule. If necromancy is not an inherently evil thing in your world, it kind of paves the way for some kind of like empire or god emperors, punishing heretics, and by punishing heretics, I guess this time we mean the paladins. Neato. So I have GM'd for an Agent of the Grave a very long time ago. Actually, the man who requested this video played an Agent of the Grave for me for a while, and it was quite a bit of fun. I will say that party was a little too big to see an army of skeletons hit the board, but it would have been sweet. In any case, the class is powerful in and of its own right. Would I play this? Honestly, I'd like to play a Necromancer at some point in my career, just because they look like a lot of fun. It's like a build-your-own-friend workshop. What more do you want? But that's all we got for today. What do you guys think about the Whispering Way? Have you joined them? Have you, killed them in possibly Tyrant's Grasp? Possibly Carrion Crown? Somewhere in between at all? Throw in the comments. Let me know all about it. We'll keep the conversation going. Next week, it's not necessarily a faction of Golarion, but it was requested, so why not? Let's talk some Starfinder. Let's learn a little more about the Aslanti Star Empire. See you then.